Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's Cheryl here today. Today I want to show you what's going on. Things come and go so quickly in the garden, so I wanted to share with you the cherry trees. I'm not sure the exact name, but I will post it down below so you can see. These bloom, like I said, fairly early. This is March. And there you go. You got a bumblebee already. And look at the blossoms. Aren't they pretty? And there's two more over there. It's early, and so the sun is shining over there, so it's kind of blocking the view. So we're going to go over here just to kind of show you what's getting ready to pop probably in the next week or two. I try to keep you posted on what's popping. You see, this is the daffodils that are done. I'm going to dig these up and move them. I don't have a lot of money to spend on bulbs, so I dig up and multiply and divide. I wish I had more, but we'll have to do with what I got. And okay, so now you see the hydrangeas are starting to leaf out. They don't bloom till late, but later. I can't recall if it's June or July here. Anyway, now you see the hostas coming up, and I have these crazy violets. I'm afraid if I let them take over, nothing else will come up through because the root system is very, very thick. You see, those are my grape hyacinths. Isn't that a beautiful clump? I'm going to divide them when they finish. I'm going to let them go to seed first. They pop up everywhere, which is what I want. So I want eventually this whole area to be covered in blue in March, early April. Okay, over in this section I got hostas, and I don't know the name of them. They're probably just generic hostas that I got from somewhere. I want to get some more pretty variegated ones. These are my Siberian irises. I believe that all of these, and I'll find out if some of them that we recently planted bloom, if they're all purple. Now look at my crazy rose. This is the New Dawn rose. It blooms a pretty pale pink. It should be maybe popping out in about, I don't know, I can't remember. Maybe April, early May. You see that grape hyacinth I told you, it just pops up. These are daylilies that believe they're purple. I'm sorry, they're red with yellow stripes. And you can see where we dug up some. I got to straighten that out. Over here are my coral knockout roses. They're looking pretty good. Looks nice and healthy. This rose is, I couldn't find a tag, and I finally found it again at Lowe's. It's Princess somebody, Monaco. Is it Caroline? Charlotte? One of those. Anyway, I'll list it below if I find the tag again. These are where I have marked on my dahlias. They're a coral. And this year I only have one foxglove come back and two salvias. I don't know what happened. Oh, I know what happened. I didn't water it like I should have in the summer. Okay, and over here I have my butterfly bush. There's some cone flowers, and those tall plants are tall tall bearded irises that believe they're yellow. And over here you can see they're just coming up are my peonies. And I know one's white, pink. I believe I have one of my newer ones are red. And I don't know, there was one, it might be a pink one. Okay, so you can see how you can see the eyes coming up. The sun is kind of in the way. Okay. And I had a little problem. I cleaned up my hedges. And I hope where they kind of faded out, I hope they grow back. Because I wouldn't want to have to take them out and start over. This is just, we're going to go down to the back here so I can show you a couple things over here. This last other little bed we started. It's got rose campion, in it, and they bloom rose, a dark pink color. They also come in white, but these are rose, and I also have daylilies in it. But I just wanted to show you also these Cleveland pear trees. The butterflies love them. They're about done. They don't last maybe a week, 2 weeks. Depends, especially if it gets windy. They just blow all over, and it looks like it's snowing. And then here, this was my viburnum. It blooms white. It got hit when the tree fell, and so I have to come over and cut out the dead. But it's budding out. And down here, just like I said, more hydrangeas and azaleas. We did get some new azaleas. They haven't bloomed yet. Let's see if I can show you if they're in the ground. I don't know if we had planted them yet on this video. But anyway, you see all the roots? So you have to be careful. Look, we just took some forsythias, like I think I said before, and stuck them in the ground. Had I known that they root so quickly, I would have lined the edge of the woods with them a long time ago. But I'm learning that it wouldn't hurt to stick it in the ground. If it grows, it grows. If it don't, it don't. Okay, I guess I don't see. Maybe we don't have in this particular video the new hydrangeas yet. I was collecting these rocks in case I needed to put in the bottom of a pot or a hole for drainage. But I do know they also attract bugs, so I don't know. Okay, this looks like a weed, but it's actually my spirea bush. I got 2 of them. And so I'll be back to show you when they start leafing out, and they might not bloom till another month. And you see some of the trees are starting to leaf out. Okay. All them rocks, they look weird now, but once the plants grow around them, it looks okay. Now, I did plant these hostas over here that were in a pot that was kind of busted up. Look fairly good. So far so good. I hadn't seen any body like a snail or rabbit come eat it up, but we had spotted a rabbit. Okay, now down this way, recently planted some, well, last year we planted some daylilies, and this year we planted some more. And we also planted some forsythias over here, and I planted some tall bearded irises. And There's another plant that's over here. I don't know the name of it, so I'll have to wait till it blooms and take a picture of it and see if anybody can identify it for me. We have a couple of Japanese maples that we planted over here that were babies. See, look. See how easy forsythias are to grow? I can't believe it. Now I have a couple other spots I'd like to put them where I can't grow anything. See? I don't even know how many we planted. It could have been about 15. Now that's my new viburnum. It's coming out. And this is, I think that gets about 10 feet. You see how my irises are coming up? Now, I have the ugliest soil in this area, but that doesn't stop me from trying to grow stuff. You know, with this much gardening space, you can't really expect to be able to mulch all the areas. I've been using, so in some areas, pine straw, in some areas, I use shredded leaves, which that's free. And so we're gonna come up here. Just sorry about the shaking. Just wanted to show you the view from this angle. And this way you could see it from down this view. And then you could see the Cleveland pears. And they still had a little bit of blossoms left. And that little wooden thing is where I'm going to get a swing eventually. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this gardening tour. I'll be back with another one shortly. See ya.